What's up, people? It's your girl Adiola. So is it true that our former first lady used the names of her houseboy, her driver, and 2 other domestic workers to open $15 million account? Hey, Fanta, I beg, help me check my name. You just never know. You guys, you better check your names. Ask your bank manager if there's any other account in your name that you're not aware of hiding millions of dollars. So EFCC also froze 4 accounts with $31 million in the name of Patience Jonathan. That is like 9-point-something billion naira. Hey God, where did they find this money? So is that different from the 15 million in the name of the houseboy and the others? You don't know. Get out. You should know. Anyway, she opened this account, you know, the one with $31 million, using the names of 4 of her companies. Pluto Property and Investment Company Limited. Really? I didn't know that our first lady had a property and investment company. Shut up. The second one, Seagate Property Development and Investment Company Limited. Wait, another property and investment company? Transocean Property and Investment Company Limited. You're joking. 3 different property companies. Patience. Not only you, I can't come and 3 property and investment companies under one name. Hey, this woman is a professional. What is the 4th one? Avalon Global Property Development Company Limited. What you see? Now you would think that she would be sober. No, not at all. First of all, she sued the bank for letting EFCC freeze her accounts, and then she sued the EFCC. Hey, I'm like, Patience want to fight you. Matter. Then say you thief, you still they sue. You don't get shame, honestly. There is God in everything that we are doing. But EFCC, with all that big talk, I sure you don't get liver. This EFCC, they were so quick to arrest the houseboy, the driver, and the other domestic house help. But after finding out that the account belongs to Mama Patience, they said that they are still doing investigations. I said, suddenly you are doing investigations. We found out that these domestic servants were completely innocent because they had no access to their accounts. The sole signatory to the account was Patience Jonathan. So EFCC found out the truth. But what did they do? We are investigating. I hate the fact that when an ordinary person does something, we're quick to bring them to justice. But when somebody that has a big title does something, suddenly we are investigating. You know what baffles me in this? It's not that Patience has money that she cannot explain how she acquired. It's how some Nigerians have been defending this woman. I've heard all kinds of arguments. Oh, she's not the only one that stole money. Why are we talking about her? You know, Obasanjo also stole money. Why are we not focusing on that? That is true. Not only that, he practically gave away the Ajaokuta Steel Company to foreigners, and we're still suffering from the effect of that till today. But I still don't know how that justifies somebody else doing something wrong. I mean, I see the comments sometimes and I'm like, it's very obvious that Nigerians like to defend people that they are from the same tribe. The interesting thing is, these people don't care about you. All of you that are defending Patience, you think she cares about you? This woman built a 10 billion naira hotel in Yenogwa in Bayelsa State. That is $31 million. Charging 367,000 naira per night for royal suit. Haba, madam. When I look at the pictures of the hotel and I see how much money they buried inside this hotel, I said, chai, Nigeria, this is where our money is going to. The funny thing is, the hotel is surrounded by poverty. When they could have used this money to build roads, this is the money they could have used to build good hospitals, build good schools, or give some people scholarship, or just start the roads in Yenogwa, you know? This is wickedness. I mean, it's good to have your own hotel. You know, it's a very good business if it's with your own money. But she didn't use her own money. She did not. So clearly, she doesn't care about the well-being of the common people, but the same common people are defending her. Now, having said that, I don't see how the EFCC can really go after the former first lady when everybody knows that the chief of army staff, Buratai, was involved in a $2.1 billion fraud. 2.1 billion, that is not even million. Now we're talking about $2.1 billion. Che, father, I don't know where these people find this kind of money. I'm just trying to imagine how $1 billion looks like. I can't even imagine it. This man has got properties all over that he clearly did not build with his own money. Yet Buhari did not do anything about it. I've heard all kinds of arguments. You know, they said that if they arrest him, there may be a coup because he's the one controlling the army. Honestly, I don't care how you look at this. The truth is, if we cannot hold some people accountable, if we are afraid of what could happen if we hold them accountable, then it becomes a selective fight against corruption. I'm not saying that we should not condemn what someone has done because he or she is from our tribe. Me, I'm saying that they're all thieves. All of them are thieves, and none of them care about us, the common people. A thief is a thief. I don't care whether he wears agbada or suit or head tie. These people have mortgaged the future of our children. So we need to stop defending criminals. But again, you guys not doing anything or wouldn't be my own. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So it's been a tough week for me. I could not eat or sleep because I don't understand why anybody in his right mind would be abusing my favorite president, a whole president of South Africa.
Each time when I come here, I am abused by members of your parliament. Instead of answering questions, I sit here being called a criminal, a thief. I think this house must do something about it.
Hey!
I think if I don't raise the matter, Chair, I think I'll be failing in my duty.
Imagine the audacity of some people. You see South Africans. Why now? How dare you call Zuma a criminal? You call the man a thief? Oh my God. It's not as if he stole anything, did he? Wait a minute. Actually, yes, he did. Oh, the man stole money. Nkandla. Remember that his personal house, which he spent $23 million of public fund to renovate. $23 million. Father. Some people said no, it's only $16 million. I said, hey, even $16 million. That is a big money. Mr. President, no offense, but you are a thief. I mean, what is the definition of a thief? Not be a person that steals another person's property. In this case, you stole the property of South Africa. Yes, my Oga. There is no way around it. That is what they call a thief. Because what you did is thieving. Shut up. I know it's stealing, but he knows what I mean. So what you did is thieving. So if you are thieving, they call you a thief. Sure, you understand? That is how it works. So indirectly, you are a thief, Mr. President. So don't get upset. And the ridiculous thing? The court ruled that he should only pay back $500,000 out of the money that he stole. I mean, that is not fair. That is not even up to 1 million. Somebody that stole, whether it is 16 million or 23 million, for him to pay back only 500,000. It's not fair. And guess what? His party members had to contribute for him to pay back that $500,000. On top of that, he took a loan to pay. I said, who takes a loan to pay back debt? Who does that, Mr. President? So they asked you to pay back half of 1 million out of $16 million. Yet you are going to the parliament to report that people are abusing you. By the way, did it work? Yeah, I mean, his speech, this whole thing he's been saying that people are abusing him after he gave the speech at the parliament. Do they now respect him in South Africa?
Honorable Malema, what is the point of order?
Honorable Speaker, we are committing a serious constitutional blunder by allowing the President to speak in this House. We have since written a letter to you, firstly to ask you to discipline the President.
Ooh, snap!
When the Constitutional Court found that he did not respect his oath of office, he was honorable no more. And this House only allows honorable people to come and speak here, not criminals of note.
Julius Malema, beg him out.
Honorable Malema, take your seat.
I'm not going to take my seat. You must tell Zuma to leave. Since you don't want to recognize me, we are going to leave this House. Because we are not prepared to listen to this criminal.
Big mouth, look at this man. Was that on the same day that Zuma said that they were abusing him? That was after Zuma spoke. You see why I say South Africans do not respect my president. So the thing did not work. Zuma's speech did not work. You see? By the way, South Africans, why now? Why is it that you guys don't respect this man? We all know he's a thief, but he wants to be respected. Oh my God. By the way, I thought you guys may want to know how much past presidents of South Africa spent on their own personal homes. This is how much they've spent. I mean, just look at that. Yeah. Even Nelson Mandela only spent $3 million. And that is on 2 personal houses. So he spent $3 million on 2 personal houses. But look at Zuma. Look at how much Zuma spent on his own personal house in Nkandla. Mr. President, you know what? In case you are watching me, you are a thief. Yes, with a capital T. Get a life, oh Jare. You guys don't know anything. Oh, guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Zimbabwe, my Zimbabwe. Put up that photo. Thank you very much. Just look at this beautiful statue of Mr. President. My people, tell me what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this statue of Mr. President? So why are people so upset in Zimbabwe? Enemies of progress. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet the popular sculptor, that is a Dominic Ben-Hura. Some Zimbabweans have been giving this man a tough time, abusing him left and right, especially on the internet. They said that the statue that he made of Mr. President is ugly and that he's only trying to mock Mr. President. So what do you guys think now? You know, I think the thing looks good. You know, I think he did a good job. Yes. I mean, you can't do better than that if you're trying to depict Robert Mugabe. I mean, what else do they want him to do? I mean, you can't do better than that. The guy really tried. And the most important thing is that Mugabe likes it. How do you think I know? Well, because he did not arrest the man. You guys know that they arrested one man in Zimbabwe for naming his dog Mugabe. You know, they are just like they did in Nigeria. They arrested this man in Zimbabwe for naming his dog Mugabe, and they said that he may be in prison for a long time. So he didn't arrest this sculptor. Not only that, he took a photo with the statue. I think he likes it, you know, and Grace likes it too. You can tell, you know, do well. By the way, the sculptor Ben-Hura is a very well-respected artist and has showcased his art all over the world. And of course, he's won several awards for his artworks. I mean, the guy is good. Check it out. These are some of his artworks. Yes. So you can understand why some people believe that the statue is substandard on purpose and that it was created to mock Robert Mugabe. Meanwhile, the man has denied it. He said that he was not intending to mock Mr. President and that the sculpture was created in his signature style, which does not reproduce subjects in exact images. You know, a very smart man. Who wants to get arrested? I beg. Very smart man. In other words, he's saying that I don't do exact figures. Anyway, I think he did a good job. You know, Mugabe likes it. Everybody should be happy. You guys don't know anything. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So for the rapid news of the week, many people have been asking about the Ethiopian Olympics runner Feyisa Lilesa, the man that made the protest sign after winning silver medal at the Olympics. You know, this is the sign that protesters make to kick against how the government of Ethiopia has been forcefully taking lands from the Oromo and the Amhara people because they are expanding Addis Ababa.
Uummanni Oromoo mormiin isaanii ji'a sadaasa jalqabe. Yeroo sanatti mootummaan Itoophiyaa qotee bultoota Oromoo lafa isaan irraa kaasee investorootaaf kennaa ture. Mormii kana deebii mootummaan Itoophiyaa kennaa ture. Namoota kumaa walitti lakkaa'aman ajjeesuu fi namoota kumaatama hedduu hidhuu ta'eera.
Yeah, the man said that the government has killed 1,000 Ethiopians. That is ridiculous. And he said that they've arrested thousands of protesters. So he knew that he could either be killed or jailed if he goes back to Ethiopia, or because he did this after winning at the Olympics. So I'm here to say that he's doing really well. He's safe here in the US, except that he misses his family.
Mootummaan Ameerikaa viizaa yeroodhaaf as na tursiisuu danda'u naa kenneera. Garuu haadha warraa koo, ijoollee koo, haadha koorraa addaan baheen jira.
Wow, that's so sad. So we're very proud of what he did, and we will continue to talk about what's going on in Ethiopia. And in Nigeria, my people, you know, the biggest airport in Nigeria, you know, our very own Lagos International Airport had total blackout for 2 hours last week. Total blackout. Check!
Walk in the dark, you know? Niger, why you come they shame me like this now? Just imagine those that went to Nigeria for the first time when this happened. You know, what do you think will be going on in their minds? And while we're talking about Nigeria, a 300 level student, that is like third year student at the University of Ilorin, decided to withdraw himself from school when he became a born-again Christian because he cheated in his WAEC examination. That is the senior secondary school exam. That's the exam that got him into the university. So now that he gave his life to Christ, he felt convicted. So he wants to go back and rewrite the WAEC exam and start university all over. So I want to know what you guys think about this. You know, is he doing the right thing? Should he have withdrawn himself? Should he rewrite the exam without withdrawing himself? What do you think about what this guy did? He already withdrew himself from school even though he only had 1 year left. So what do you think? I want to know in the comments. Let me know what you think about what he's done. I just wish that our politicians would be this honest. You know, wouldn't it be good if they all bring all the money that they cannot account for? You know, Nigeria would be a better place. All of them riding Rolls Royce. You know, if they all come forward and say, by the way, I stole this money, Nigeria will be transformed. People like Saraki, if they will come forward and give back all the money that they've stolen, half Father, Judgment Day is coming. That is the day that Nigeria will change. So let me know what you think about what this guy is doing, withdrawing himself after spending 3 years at the university. You guys not do know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.
Growing up in Kenya, my sister and I were very close. But like any sisters, we fought a lot. She always got new clothes and I always got hand-me-downs. Now she's putting her children through school in Kenya. We still fight sometimes, especially when I send money for the kids. I tell her, buy some clothes for the younger one, and we both laugh.
With nearly 500,000 locations, our app and online, this is moving money for better.
Alright y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Until next week, I'ma see y'all later. Peace out.